Hi. How's it going, guys? Flip. All right. Oh, how we doing, guys? We are working on We're working on a head cage. You know, the from the jackal from 13 Ghosts. We're making it entirely out of foam. I just got back from setting up my booth at Pale Fest, and I wanted to do this real quick just to have something extra. There's like a little blank spot in my booth, and I'm like, you know what? I could probably make one of these tonight and then set it up there. So I may be unrealistic. Well, good. I'm glad you're doing good, Carter. I'm usually blaring music or something like that. I just wasn't feeling it tonight. I'm going too deep. I'm using this contact cement to try to hold it all in. How many of you guys saw that the remake 13 Ghosts from like, years ago? I still talk about it as if it's, it's a remake. So I'm like, oh yeah, the new one. I'm like, Jesus. It's not new. It's been out for like over 20 years. You don't get shout outs, Carter? Well, I'm still small. Like I'm still under 1,000 subscribers. So I know what that's like though, There's people I've followed for like years, and I'm finally able to get on their lives, and I'll talk to them and stuff, and say all kinds of things. And their other subs and followers will sit there and talk to me, but they never say anything to me, and I'm like, oh my god, just say hi. Oh, thank you, Carter. Did you sub yet? There we go. Woo! There we go. But yeah, I had to cut out 44 of these, roughly about an inch wide by 12 inches long. And the goal is to basically make like a box shape and then put the bars in. It's nuts. It's a fun build. I've made 4 already, but usually it takes me a while to do it, and I'm like, I wonder if I got enough time. And I'm trying to have enough time, but I may not have enough time. I just want to see how quickly I can get it done. So the only way to figure it out is to actually try it. You just sit around going, I wonder if I can. You can wonder if you can for the rest of your life, but you'll never surely know until you try. Some people will say, those who never try never fail. I'm also one of those people that says, those who never try never succeed. Really? Oh. Yeah, I'm normally on TikTok is where I do a lot of my lives at. But TikTok put a blocker up on me recently. I forgot about it. And even though it was set up on a tripod and I wasn't looking at it because at the time my car was in motion, they're like, oh, you're participating in a dangerous activity. I'm like, oh, come on. So yeah, in case you have a TikTok, you can find me there at Maskmonger, MaskMonger. Trying to misspell it for you. There's a good one. Oh, Hater, what's up? I'm currently putting these together. We're making the head cage, the jackal head cage from 13 Ghosts. Trying to see how quickly I can get one done. I'm using a contact cement to glue the foam pieces together. This is like cosplay foam crafting 101. How's everybody's night going, by the way? I might as well ask that. Right now it says 0. So I guess you're even gone. Swiping away. I feel you on that. Yeah, when I first started doing like lives and stuff with my building, it was all on. Originally, it was all on Twitch, and then I jumped from Twitch to TikTok because it was funny. Because for a while, Twitch I was doing extremely well, and just like overnight, like people just stopped caring. But I kept everything I was making on Twitch. I would do video shorts of it and put it on my TikTok and YouTube, but I was getting more views on TikTok. Oh yeah. But, everybody's like, well, Twitch is more of a gaming thing anyway. And I'm like, well, I see a lot of people do like a podcast on there and conversations, interviews and stuff like that. I was entertained by that idea. Yeah, use that for something else. Okay. Yeah, something else. Okay. Okay, we'll do that one. When I build my stuff, I do kind of like semi-measuring, where I'll give myself an idea of how much I need. But then a lot of my stuff becomes eyeballing and freehand because I don't like saying sloppy, but more of a kind of like a haphazardly chaotic look. Like these are supposed to be an inch wide, and if you can tell, it's not perfect. That's kind of like how I do it. Yes. So my nickname is the Mask Monger. This year, I've been making masks though since I was 12 back in '94. I started making masks for fun, and then I started getting paid to do it around like 2004. And then this year, I actually decided to go completely like professional with it, to where this is my main source of income, and it's been really good for me recently. Making the masks and everything like that. You accidentally left, and it's helping me pay bills and feed my family. And I'm meeting people and doing stuff I would have never dreamed of. That's why tomorrow is the beginning of Pale Fest, which anybody that's a mask maker and does stuff for like bands and stuff now knows who that is, because they're followers of the channel House of Masks with AJ Good. He lives in Chillicothe, Ohio, and he's got like one of the world's largest Slipknot mask collections. He's got like the largest Buckethead collection, Gwar collection. His channel is just dedicated to mask making and reviewing masks, talking about bands and masks and stuff like that. Really fun channel. I got hooked on him a couple years ago because I started getting back into like Slipknot, and him being a huge Slipknot follower. And now they do a thing, Pale Fest. This is their third year, and I'm actually vending there. So I'm excited about that. I started just, modifying like old, back in the day they were $10, but now they're like 87-cent hockey masks like these and stuff. See, I drew this out. I plan on like carving it and drilling it and everything like that. Doing all that, painting them up. And it's been fun, and now I'm to the point where I'm actually sculpting out of clay and making my own molds and casting latex. I'm getting ready to actually do a couple where I'm going to cast in silicone. So I'm excited about that, seeing how that goes. Okay, so I'm going to cut that one short. I hope I do as well. Thank you. Not the big screen, at least not yet, but it's almost like a step down from, like, I've had masks that are in, there's a horror movie that debuted last year, independent horror film called The First Harvest. 3 masks that I made are in that film. And the sequel, Sister Sullivan, I've already got 3 masks that they've purchased off me, but they're trying to do, I don't know, I don't think it's a spoiler or anything, but there's going to be a cult involved. So they're going to be ordering more masks off me, original pieces and whatnot. There's another movie coming out next year called Kane, which they've ordered masks off me for that. I've done a couple stuff for some bands, for music videos. There's a guy who's currently on YouTube called Agent Sinner. He does like industrial, very slow, stocky, creepy industrial music. Really good stuff. But I designed his current mask that he wears in the music videos. As a matter of fact, his most recent one just came out. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, I make money from this all the time. These pieces, so like I've made 3 of these before, and each one of these jackal heads or jackal head cages I made, I sold all 3 of them, not together, but I sold all 3 of them for about 150 a piece. My latex masks usually go between 75 and 125. My Jason masks that I modify are usually between 85 and 125. I also do Will It Voorhees, where I take other masks and try to make them look like a Jason mask. I do Junk Punk, where it's stuff people throw out, stuff you would normally just get rid of and throw in the trash. I'll try to use all those pieces to make like a brand new mask with. I do Franken masks, where I take scraps from other masks and try to make a mask out of those. I just have fun. I follow the dopamine, as I tell people. And I also have like congestion all the time. Oops. So that sat for too long. So Dan, it's a bunch of. No, it's really not. I mean, it's like I said, it's enough to pay bills and whatnot. But you know, I average somewhere between 1,000 to around 1,500 a month. So it's not like I have a very loving and supportive wife, but you know we're a couple. So, and on top of that, I do have another side job as well. So it's not just my. It's not just my. It's my main source of my income, but it's not my only income. So. I mean, there's some people, like I said, they take care of like $1 million mansions and stuff like that just off of their mask making skills and whatnot. I would love to get there eventually, but until then, I'm happy with being able to take care of pay the electric bill, the water bill, gas bill, buy groceries. Those are some of the ones that I'm like, yes, taking care of those make me feel good. Which is why I tell people, it's like, if there's ever something you really love to do, find a way to make money doing it. Because if that's true, you'll never really work a day in your life because you'll be doing what you love doing. It's the way of a. No, that's what I'm saying is what I'm saying is I don't make that much money to where I'm like I am completely, self-sufficient. Da 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 da. Like I still need another job right now to help. Just like because I also am a pro wrestler, so I go and I take gigs and I go wrestle at different cities and whatnot and beat up people. So it's however I can do it, you know. Woo! Just two people. Well, you know what? I've done lives for like 3 hours straight with not a soul on here. And it's fine because, eventually the live will just become a video. And anybody that's on my channel can just go and look and be like, oh, hey, this guy was live a couple weeks ago. What's he making? Oh, that's weird. See if I have my needles out, I could actually try to speed up this process so I'm not just sitting here holding it the whole time. I don't know where I put them all. Isn't that how it is? That'd be cool. And see, the fun thing about that is, even if something happens and you can't make it to the NBA, there are so many subdivisions that you can always be a part of to where you can actually just be a See, people think the NBA is the only way you can be a professional basketball player. And it's not true. There are so many other subdivisions where you can get paid to play basketball. But it was like with pro wrestling. Like in my head, growing up as a kid, it was either WWE, ECW, or WCW, and that was it. If you couldn't get any of those, then you'll never be a pro wrestler. And then I found out, nope, there's such a thing as, independent promotions and this, that, and whatever. So, oh no, college. Well, see, college doesn't pay you to play basketball. What I'm saying is, there's some places where you can start playing basketball where you don't even need to go to college. You just need to be a good enough player. Just like football, there's so many subdivisions of football you can go play and be paid. There's these one people, I forget where they're from, but they're called the Outlaws. And a buddy of mine right out of high school started playing it's called like semi-pro, where he plays as their nose tackle, and he's been on the same team now for almost 20 years. And he gets like $5,000 a month just to play football, during that time. And at the time, I would have never thought. Like at the time, we didn't realize that is it's not the NFL, but it's a paying gig. He gets to play football all the time. Then now when football's supposed to be out, there's a summer version of it that he's now in. So he basically just plays football year round now. And he's even a part of an indoor league. And yeah, he makes a living just playing football. Never once stepped foot in the NFL. But, so many people think that that's if you can't get into that, then it's not worth it. And I'm like, no, there's different ways you can do what you're dreaming to do. Hit a half court and only 9. There you go. Yeah, but can you do it all the time? That's the question. You hit a half court at 9 all the time, then yeah, you're gonna have people trying to pick you up at 10 trying to play pro. Why did the Dallas Mavericks pick up this 10-year-old child? Have you seen his half-court shot? It's unbelievable. And it'd be awesome for something like that to come true for you. And I hope your dreams do come true. I hope everybody's dreams come true. Why shouldn't other people's dreams come true? I want my dream to come true. Have you seen this kid's half-court jump shot? It is insane. Look, he can't be a part of any away games that go past 10 o'clock. He's got to be in bed. I have a buddy of mine, he wanted to play, he wanted to be a part of a pro NBA team. And he never actually got to play himself. However, he got a job as one of the, I forget what the term is, but basically when the NBA team, when the NBA team has their practices, he plays against them, kind of like a scrimmage type deal. So he gets paid to play against professional NBA basketball stars and stuff. I think he's on the Lakers, but so he doesn't play pro ball for the Lakers, but he plays against them when they're practicing, and he plays serious ball against them too. So it's not just like they're running drills and he's just standing around. He's actually going up against them. So, he can tell people that at one time or another, he may have, outran one of the pro ball players, and scored on them or something like that, or blocked one of their shots. And people are like, I didn't see it. I didn't know you played pro ball. And it's like, well, it's not that he plays pro ball. He plays against pro ballers. So even if you can't do exactly that one thing, you can still achieve your dream in a way. Loopholes, So it's like you want to play pro basketball, but you never get picked up to go to to actually play the main team. You can be a part of their practice squad. You can be picked up by semi-pro teams. Heck, you could even some people, they never get picked up by the NBA, but then they get looked at by other countries. You can get picked up and start playing pro ball in like Spain, Lithuania, France, China, because they look for American players too. The possibilities are endless when you broaden your horizons, Originally, when I told myself I was going to be a mask maker when I was a kid, I thought it had to be one of those things where I was going to need to go to college, get picked up by a production company and work for them for 10 to 15 years and da-da-da-da. All right, you have a good night. Keep living the dream. Keep working on that dream. Whoops. Okay. Ugh. All right. Hey. Well, we're currently working on a jackal head cage piece. Trying to, at least. Seeing how quickly I can get another one done. I've already made like 4. What you up to? Ah, well, welcome. I know I've gone like no music tonight or anything like that. I'm just trying to see how quickly I can knock one of these out. Ah. Forgetting where I put my other adhesives at. It's like, dagnabbit. Yeah. So I'm doing this tomorrow morning. Get up bright and early. Make my way back to Chillicothe so we can do Pale Fest. Woo! Awesome. I'm glad. You will not believe how many people I've seen that have spent like a lot of money on my stuff, and they're like, "Yeah, I threw it away." And I'm like, "Why would you do that? Why would you spend so much money on something that would just end up in the trash?" I was like, "Don't buy it. Then let somebody else get it that's going to keep it." So that's awesome. You still have it. But I've heard so many stories of people like, "Yeah, well, one thing I paid you $200 to make for me. Yeah, I threw it away. Why? Do you not like me?" Next time you're going to throw it away, just how about try selling it first, or just give it back to me if you really don't want it that bad. Yeah, I'm doing a special at nice. I'm doing a special at PaleFest tomorrow. I'm doing the Willet Voorhees mystery box. I have 13 boxes, 12 now because somebody already purchased one online. So I have 12 of the 13 boxes. There's a photo of all the different masks that I did for it. I'm currently selling each box for 75 bucks. You don't know what's in it. It's one of those masks, but it's not but you don't know which one you're going to get until you open it. But there's the Scream one, there's a knockoff Scream. There's a Darth Vader. There's an Oni mask. Forky from Toy Story's in it. Casey Jones. A half-faced rabbit mask. That's a fun one. The Crimson Ghost skull mask. The pole is a Super Mario done up like an NES Jason. So it's like teal and purple. So that's a fun one. Because I don't usually do like the NES Jason colors. I just decided to on that one for fun. I had one guy already tell me that when he gets to PaleFest tomorrow, he's probably going to just try to buy out like 5 or 6 of those boxes. He's like, I know there's 2 that I want. He goes, I'll probably end up buying like 5 or 6 boxes. I'm like, okay. I will not stop you. How dare you spend money? How dare you give me money? That'd be a fun one, a steampunk Jason. I'm thinking maybe a welder's mask done up. That'd be cool. Yeah, I'm like, I can't show off my mask because I don't have them here. They're in Chillicothe, Ohio. They're 3.5 hours away. But what was I gonna say? I don't know. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. That sucks. I'm always doing that. I've done a Jason Slipknot before. Yes, we did like the leather and rivets on the side, zipper mouth. I did kind of like the Jim Root paint job on the eyes. So yeah, and I've done a Jason mask into a gas mask. So there you go with Sid Wilson. I hope Sid's going to be there tomorrow. They did somebody did a teaser of them at a Walmart the night like last night, and I thought I saw something that said Ohio. So I'm like, are they going to be there tomorrow? So I hope so. That'd be cool. I don't have any cool gas mask stuff. Or else I'll be like, dude, Sid, put this on. But yeah, I was going to start doing. I have a dice that I roll now when I don't have any commissions or anything, and the dice tell me what kind of a mask to make or a project to do, and one of them does say, "Will it Slipknot?" So that's fun. Matter of fact, one of the most recent ones I did had me make a children's demonic alien mask. Maybe a Power Ranger helmet if you could find one cheaper. I know, because the one I have, I love. I can't do anything to it. Right over here. Boom. I had a fan from YouTube send me that one, and it doesn't fit. Like, I could almost shut it, but you know, when I was a kid, Kimberly was like my very first like TV crush, and it's barely got any wear on it. So I told the follower, I was like, I'm sorry, I can't do anything with this. I love this too much. He's like, oh no problem, man. So yeah, I keep that up there. I can't mess that one up. Yeah, yeah, with me, yeah, my ears, my head. There's like no way I could shut it. I was like, ah, dang. Now, I need to get my needles. I need to find more needles so I can pinch them in. Yeah, I took the insert out on mine too. Still, I just got a big head. That didn't even go in. Did it come loose? No, it came loose. I don't think I'll be able to get one done tonight. One size fits all. They need to start doing more of the one size fits most, so that when it doesn't fit you, they can be like, well, we said most, and we didn't say all. You big-headed nerd. Which was my name in high school. There goes Vinny, the big-headed nerd. Okay. Ooh, Megamind's cool. I was so sad when they said that we'll never do a sequel, and they're like, we got a sequel, and it's like, oh yeah, and it's like, it's a series, and Will Ferrell's not doing the voice, and I was like, never mind. I don't care. Where is... Huh. Broken Record, what's up? What has been your favorite finishes to one of your matches? Oh my gosh. So, okay, so for the longest time, I did what we called the F-bomb, which I'd pick him up across my body, and I would toss him out, but keep his head and shoulders hooked into my left arm, and I would fall back. Like, you know how a flatliner's done? How Perry Saturn used to do a flatliner? That's how we would land. But I'd toss him out, kind of like how Brock Lesnar would toss somebody out in like an F5, except that was on top of his shoulders. I would have him cross-body style. So I always called that the F-bomb. And the reason why I named it the F-bomb was because I was the only wrestler allowed to drop an F-bomb at a family show. And then followed by that, I did the Pretty Boy Splash, which, if you guys know, like a frog splash is when they jump and they ball up, moving forward, where their elbows touch their knees. But when I do a Pretty Boy Splash, when I jump, I arch my back, and I put one hand on my head, the other hand on my feet, and I pull all the way backwards, and then splash the guy. So that was my combo finish. And I had done that for the longest time, almost like 20 years. You know, and then recently I started doing something new where I would hold the guy in the style of a dragon sleeper, and I would either as I was holding them, twist my body around, they would land on their back as I was driving an elbow into their chest. That was one. The other one, instead of me dropping with them dropping an elbow, I would take my right hand as I was holding them and chop them into their chest, driving them into the ground. Or my favorite, which I've done a handful of times now, I hold them in a dragon sleeper and I just tickle them into submission. Matter of fact, that's how I beat Fat Stuff that way back in 2007. I beat Fabu Andre, who you guys may have seen on, he's in CZW as well as he's been on AEW Dark. Yeah, I defeated him doing a Dragon Sleeper tickling him into submission. That was always fun. Tuck your chin. Yep. And you know what? No matter how tight you got your chin tucked, when you go to land on your back, if you land on your butt first, you're gonna still crack your head. I've said too many times where people are like, well, I put my chin on my chest. Yeah, but you land on your butt. So no matter how much you got your head like this, the minute you hit, it's gonna go boop. And now you have a concussion. I always say, tuck your chin, land on your shoulder blades. Like this is your back, land here, not here, not here, land across there. Oh, almost dumped all that. That would have sucked. Ugh. Oh well. Oh, you retracted your message. Powerbomb gone wrong. Just see the one slam the women's champion. No, she didn't actually die. They just, that didn't really happen. It just looked nasty. Yeah, a lot of times people are like, and she died. I'm like, no, you stop it. They did that too. The whole Kenny Omega, when he was wrestling the 9-year-old Japanese girl, and he did a power bomb to her. Everybody's like, I can't believe he killed that little girl in Japan. I was like, he didn't. Stop. You guys. Yeah, well, that's called selling. You got to make sure that people believe what just happened. And if you want them to believe that move was that devastating, you act like it killed you. I got a choke slam from a guy that I'm 2 feet taller than, and I made it look like he drove me through the ground. You know, I made him look like Superman. Okay. All right, not bad. So I get for complimenting myself. I was like, good job. Nope, not today. The art of selling. I started doing stuff when I would wrestle and they'd hit me. I'd be like, oh my God, you really hit me that time. I'd say that and people would be like, oh my God, he really hit him. I'm like, no, he didn't. I would just grab my mouth and act surprised. Like, dude, you really hit me. And people are like, oh my God, he really hit him. I wonder if he hates him. It's like, okay, I guess that works. Just pretend like he really has it out for you. Be like, dude, what did I do? And a lot of times it's not that the fans do believe it, but they want to believe it. You know, they're like, I know wrestling's fake. But you do that one thing that can help, suspend their belief. And they're like, oh my God, this is real. It's like, no, it's not, but still, I made you think it was. That's why I get paid the $10, not the $5. I make the tens of dollars. A lot of times I always accept the smaller bookings, like pay bookings, because I usually do better selling merchandise. So, like, yeah, can't afford me, okay, but your fans can afford my T-shirt. Okay. Chair shots. Ugh. Nope, chair shots suck. Although, if you do it proper, you can do it to where it's a little safe, where it won't really tear you up that bad. Just like when you take a bump, you got to hit, the meatiest part of your back. If you can do that, then you're going to be better than just some guy just going to wail on you. Like WWE will use breakaway props like their commentator tables. They break so easily all the time. And you'll actually see them when they're getting ready to do the spot where the commentary table will break. The commentators themselves will pull the supports out from underneath the table so that they will collapse better. But no, now there are some people that will gimmick certain things, like you'll see like wooden tables or doors or something like that. And what they'll do is on the underside of the table, they'll drill little like starter holes in them. They don't go all the way through, but you put enough of them in there, you know exactly where the table will break. I just love when fans be like, "So where they get the fake doors from?" And I'm like, "There's fake doors? Where?" Because I want those. Where they get those fake tables from? You know, they're not real and like that. Okay. Oh yeah. Real fake doors. Yeah, I like that. Real fake doors, right? I just tell people like if you want to like in the independents they use a lot of doors now because doors, you know, you can go to any apartment complex and find like 6 or 7 doors in a dumpster when people move out because a lot of times they have to just switch the doors out because of how dirty they get and stuff. And most of the time those doors, especially in the interior of the apartments, they're hollow, so they break pretty easily. Now, if you get a door from the outside, those are usually metal filled with like a dense foam or something like that. Good luck breaking that. I've seen people bring those doors and try to use them. It's like, you are dumb. I don't know what you were thinking, but that is not. Learning tree gimmick? Oh, that's cute. Who's doing that? Because I'll go watch and cry. I'm like, oh my god. Oh wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh wait. Is that an AEW? I've actually fallen off of with a AEW, so I thought you said the Giving Tree. See, that's where my brain immediately went. The Learning Tree gimmick, huh? Yeah, I'm oblivious to that. I straight went to something else. I was like, the Giving Tree. Take my branches. He built a ring with that tree, and the tree was happy. And the tree was like, brother. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. It's Jericho does so many different style gimmicks and stuff. He's got like 1,000 gimmicks. He's the man of 1,000 gimmicks, and they're all pretty good. So is he just getting like a bunch of younger wrestlers, getting them under his wing and trying to like teach them the way or something like that, or? Like, is he old? Is he old man Jericho? Hey, brother, I heard you needed branches to make a boat. You does the point starts hulking up. Let me tell you something, brother. Okay. I'm no, I haven't heard of it yet. I want to watch it now. I'm gonna have to go like tomorrow. Go watch some clips. That sounds fun. Hey there, sport. What are you doing? But yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that now. Tuck your chin, brother. Okay. Yeah, it sounds like Brian Keith. Macho and Spider-Man, yes. Bonesaw's ready. Yeah. There we go. Well, I kind of like where this whole Bruce Campbell thing's going, because you gotta admit he was there that gave him. If it wasn't for Bruce Campbell's character, he would have just been called the Human Spider. And he's been involved in multiple, and just recently with Doctor Strange, and he made a comment that when he signed a contract with Marvel, it was the size of like a book. So it's not like he's just going to be a throwaway character. I'm thinking he's going to be the Beyonder. I've seen other people give that theory too. And like, it makes sense. He kind of looks like one of the Beyonders. In my head, it makes sense for him to be that status. And now he's ascending across universes. Yeah, Spider Army. Oh yeah, I could eat. See, I'm getting quiet because I'm looking for stuff. I don't talk much when I'm in search mode. All right. What? All right, if you guys will give me a minute, I'm gonna run to the bathroom. Well, maybe not run. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I had to go to the bathroom. Oof. Ooh, I like that. Battle damage Megazord. That'd be cool. All right. I like that idea, though. I have not seen Samurai. Oh, yes. Yes, he was at yeah, I was at VoltCon this year. I had a booth. I even have a. Were you at VoltCon this year? And if so, why didn't you say hi? You might like this. Let me show you this. I did a special sculpt for VoltCon. That's right. I did a Zarkon mask. I made 6 of them, and I only got 4 left. Here's some other favorite ones. I gotta make sure I take him tomorrow. But anywho, so yeah, I have 4 Zarkons left for this year. Ugh. Yeah. The Zarkon's a honey. 1 honey. I was at VoltCon. I was selling them for 125. Actually, I sold 2, but I have 4 left, and I'm like, well, I'll do 100 for them. Oop! I dropped it. There was the one girl, Kennedy, I believe was her name. She always cosplays as Zarkon. She didn't this year because her Zarkon headdress fell apart. And as soon as she saw that mask, she was like, "How much?" I was like, "Well, I had him priced for 125." She went, "Okay," and just handed me cash. I was like, "Okay." And she was all like, "I can't wait. Next year, I can't wait for next year." And that felt really good. What? Canceled? Which one's that one? Oh, Force. Okay. Well, crap. Yeah, if I can sell out of these Zarkons, my next sculpt will be another Voltron exclusive. I want to do old school Hagar with all the warts and everything. That's cool. I didn't know about that. Okay. Gross. '26 episode. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll have to check it out. See, I was watching the computer animated one, like the 3D imagery and stuff. Because back in the day, I was a kid, I liked watching stuff like Reboot and whatnot. So that Voltron was right up my alley. Oh wait. Okay, gotta make sure. Yeah, Voltron Third Dimension. They even had Michael Bell this year, who was the voice of Lance and Keith. I believe is what they said. Okay. Yeah. See, for me though, the new one, well, I had my reasons. Two people I was a fan of were doing voices. The guy that played Glenn, I can always forget his real name though. He was Glenn in Walking Dead. He even got his buddy Norman Reedus a reading part. He was the bandit that stole one of the lions. Okay. Nice. All right. That sucked. Stab my fingers. So, do you want that? Do you want that Zarkon? Okay. Okay, never mind. All right. Okay. Tell you what, if I still have one left over, you know, it's always an option. All right. There we go. All right. Oh yeah, med bills. Those catch up. All right, let me see what I can do here. Gross. Well, you know what? This is why I always tell people cosplay is just cosplay. You don't have to be a specific size to do something. Hell, I was a couple years ago, I was a gender swap jubilee. I called myself Party Hardy. Gross. Gross. I'm all kinds of congested. Uh, All right, you have a good one, bud. Good talking to you. All right.